What's the deal, collective? I hope all are doing well and having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening, whenever you come across this video. You already know if you watch it with a good heart and good intentions, you are blessed and protected. But if you watch it with any ill will or mal intentions or evil eyes, go blind 144,000 times. I'm not even going to do my long ass intro. I feel somebody in my energy. I feel somebody astral projecting or trying to monitor or spy in my energy. They're either trying to spy in my energy or they're trying to send something, because I feel the energy around me. So I'm going to tap in. This is a personal reading. If this resonates with you, cool beans. If not, just know that this is a personal reading. So it probably will not resonate with you. I'm just trying to figure out what cards I'm going to use. Probably just going to pluck here. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine white light, light at you only. Please provide me with some insight. Can you please provide me with the information that I need to know with what's going on in my energy? Let's clear. Bang that real quick. So, like I said, I feel something in my energy. I feel somebody either mirroring, spying on me, or they doing something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I feel it because my energy feels funny. I feel something. There's an energy that's being devoured. So somebody's being devoured. Evidence was found. Maybe that's what I'm getting, a nervousness energy probably. Let's keep on going. They need to go heal. Confirmation. Crimes committed. They running scared. That could be the energy that I'm feeling, a nervousness. Like alertness. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it to you, honestly. The feeling I'm feeling. It's like a high, but when I smoke, this is not the high that I feel. So I know it's not me smoking. It's like, I don't know, it's like an awareness, alertness, like wired feeling maybe. 144 on the time on my clock. I don't know, I can't explain it. But anyway, whoever's in my energy, who or whomever is in my energy, they being devoured because some type of evidence was found. These people need to go heal. This person needs to go heal because they committed some crimes they committed and now they're scared. They're running scared. June in the reverse. Summertime. Something about, I heard pick again. I just heard pluck again. Let me just put this on the side. Mental manipulation. So they being devoured because of this mental manipulation. They was mentally manipulating people. Trying to mentally manipulate me. March, Revenant. We got March and June. I'm going to put these dates to the side. Revenant. I forgot what that word means again. I forgot what the word means. I don't remember. They too busy running lies to see their downfall. So the evidence was found about all the lies that they were running. So with this mental manipulation, they were lying to people and evidence was found. They're being devoured by their own lies. Raid. They're about to get raided. Go heal. They need to go heal. Go heal actually came out in the reverse, but so these people cannot heal from the crimes they committed and they're running scared. Let me put it back in the reverse. So they're being devoured. Evidence is found. They were unable to heal from these crimes they committed and they're running scared. They mentally manipulated a lot of people with their lies to see their own downfall. They're getting raided. Yeah, look, they're in the trap house because of the crimes there. August. We got March, June, August. Bad investment. Sirens. Confirmation. They could be trying to attack my sacral. That's what I'm feeling now. My stomach is starting to bubble. It's starting to do that upset feeling. There's no reason for my stomach to be upset. I'm drinking peppermint tea. So there's somebody about energy. They could have did something in the springtime, the summertime, and in the fall with this March, June, and August. Or these could be the months that they were born in. Somebody could be a Pisces or Aries. Somebody could be a Cancer, a Gemini or Cancer. Or somebody could be a Leo. Or Libra. No, not Libra. Virgo. So somebody could either be a Pisces or Aries, a Gemini or Cancer, or Leo or Virgo with the March, June, and August. These could be their signs. This could be when they were born, month, or this could be when they did something. Related to you by marriage. This is somebody that's related to me by marriage. So this is somebody that married into my family. They being devoured for all this mental manipulation. So this is somebody that's not even my blood. This is somebody that married into my family to become a part of my family. Their mind is blown. So evidence was found. They were too busy running lies to see their own downfall, and their mind is blown. That is, evidence was found against them. Flying home. They're unable to heal. They're getting raided and they're trying to fly home, flying home. They want to run. They're trying to run. They're running scared. Setup. Crimes committed. Trap house setup. They were trying to set me up. The crimes committed. They're in the trap house for trying to set me up. Evidence was found. We're going to rearrange these cards. But let's get some more out here. Remorse in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. They don't have no remorse. They running scared. This was a bad investment and they don't have any remorse. Or if they do have remorse, it's not because they're sorry. It's because they got caught. They're unable to heal and they don't have no remorse. They're a bunch of drugs. This person is a bunch of, they're drunks. So they have addictions. They're alcoholic. Their magic is rendered powerless. They don't have no magic. They're learning karmic lessons. In the shadows. Connected to animals. Karmic couple. A karmic couple. A bunch of karmic couple drunks. Pride and prejudice, negative assumptions. They were beating their chest like King Kong when I was a whole Caesar energy. They racist. A ex-friend. Now it's time for me to rearrange these cards and get the whole message without breaking it up. So hold on. We got a karmic couple, right? Ex-friend. Related to me by marriage. This ex-friend, a karmic couple, they're learning karmic lessons because of the crimes they committed. They being devoured. This karmic couple, pride and prejudice, negative assumptions. They racist. Confirmation with the car honk. So this karmic couple, a lot of mental manipulation. Yeah. They were beating their chest like King Kong and I'm a whole Caesar. Pride and prejudice, negative assumptions, and they racist. Evidence was found with these crimes they committed, and now they running scared. This mental manipulation was a bad investment. A bad investment. They were in the shadows, making bad investments, trying to set me up. Yeah, they were right. Karmic lesson races. We're busy running too many lives to see their own downfall. Their mind is blown. That evidence was found. They're being devoured. They're running scared because they're about to get raided. They in the shadows, in the trap house. Bunch of drunks. That their magic is rendered powerless. They unable to heal. They have no remorse. They running scared and they trying to fly home. There's a raid. They're trying to fly home. So this karmic couple, ex-friend, related to me by marriage. So there's a karmic couple, and this ex-friend could have married somebody in my family, and they related to me by marriage. They out here learning karmic lessons because of the crimes they committed against me. Okay, they being devoured for all this mental manipulation. They were out here beating their chest like King Kong when I'm a whole Caesar. They had a lot of pride and prejudice and negative assumptions about me, and they out here, they racist. Evidence was found, and now they running scared. They in the shadows because of this bad investment of trying to set me up. They were out here running too many lies to see their own downfall, and their mind is blown that they're about to get raided. They trapped in this trap house, these drunks, that their magic is rendered powerless. They unable to heal. They ain't have no remorse for the crimes they committed, and somebody's trying to run, and they unable to run. They could have did something in March, June, or August, or these could be their signs: a Pisces, an Aries, a Gemini, or a Cancer, or a Leo, or a Virgo. That could be their signs, or the months that they were born, or they could have did something in those months, in the spring, in the summer, and in the fall. Confirmation. Binding rituals. They were doing binding rituals in the spring, summer, and the fall. Sirens, confirmation. They were out here, the karmic couple, mental manipulation in the shadows, trap house for these binding rituals they were doing on me. They unprotected. Sleeping with the higher ups. Somebody thinks that if they sleep with the higher up, they're gonna be protected, but they unprotected. So they unprotected. They going insane, berserker. They going mad. They unable to heal. Something is long overdue. Yeah, something is long overdue for me. Yeah, they're all about to meet the coroner. They're all about to meet the coroner. You know what the coroner is? Somebody is going to pass away, or they might be passing away. Somebody's passing away. There's about to be a death to something, an end to something. Well, there already is. So, this karmic couple ex-friend, or karmic couple and my ex-friend, or there's an ex-friend, or there's an ex-friend, and this ex-friend is this karmic couple, and they married somebody in my family. And somebody in my family and this ex-friend were out here committing crimes against me, trying to set me up. So somebody, an ex-friend, a karmic couple, ex-friend that's related to me by marriage. So an ex-friend of mine married somebody in my family. Really? Man, you desperate. So all this karmic couple keep coming out in my energy. This karmic couple was out here, a racist karmic couple, was out here committing crimes against me, trying to set me up in the shadows, talking a lot of shit about me, running lies about me. They was even sleeping with the higher ups to make shit happen. And now somebody's trying to run because they scared. Flying home. So somebody trying to fly home. Somebody's not even from here. Work community. A karmic couple, an ex-friend, mental manipulation, beating their chest like they were King Kong in a work community. So somebody, this karmic couple ex-friend was doing a lot of mental manipulation in my work community. They were beating their chest like they were big and bad, like they were King Kong. But I'm actually Caesar. I'm smart. Motherfuckers is trying to experiment on me. They was experimenting on Caesar. See what he was capable of. How smart he was. So they were doing a lot of mental manipulation in my work community. A peeping Tom. This ex-friend that's related to me by marriage, that has a lot of pride and prejudice, negative assumptions about me. They out here watching me. They're peeping Tom. They stalking me. Yeah, they're learning karmic lessons. This racist energy, peeping Tom energy, because they were summoning something. They summoned something. Yeah, they broke all types of laws doing this. The crimes committed. This lands are right on top of crimes committed, in between crimes committed and karmic lessons. They broke all types of laws and evidence was found. Yeah, electronics is tapped. Yeah, look at that. Their electronics is tapped. This peeping Tom is watching me. They was summoning something. They learning karmic lessons, broke all types of laws. Crimes committed, evidence was found because their electronics is tapped. Yeah, this was an undesired outcome. They being devoured because this is they being devoured and they're having an undesired outcome, collective. Hey. They're having an undesired outcome. They committed crimes against me. Evidence was found. Now they running scared. They were out here summoning something. Confirmation with the sirens. Confirmation with the sirens. I love it. They should not be found. Is an abomination to the Lord. Do you actually read your Bible? You sitting there preaching Bible words, but you actually read the Bible? And do you actually even know what the Bible even says? Because you out here trying to regurgitate words from the Bible and don't even know what the word of the Bible actually means. So right now, you know the one word of the Bible is thou shalt not judge and only God shall judge, right? So you on my channel with irrelevant comments trying to judge me because you regurgitating words that you don't even know what they mean. Before you regurgitate the Bible to somebody, make sure you actually know what they mean, because the Bible is a code book. And before you decode the book, you got to actually know what it means. And you are not decoding the book properly, sweetheart. So you are not God to judge. And if this was karmic, or this was, like you say, the devil's work, then the devil would not want their job or their business or for somebody to know that they're being set up. The devil wants people to go down. So why would you consider this an abomination? This is not an abomination. This is past, present, and future. If you don't know how to decipher the energy, then get off my channel. Anyway, goodbye. You didn't give me God's words. You gave me your words. You regurgitating something that you believe is relevant in your life is not relevant in mine. I'm good. I ain't worried about what you got to say. You're just a troll and you're mad because God didn't give you the Midas touch. God didn't give you, is not talking to you the way he's talking to me. You are not able to talk to spirits the way I am. So that's why you're a person you're in your feelings right now. Or you were raised to think the way you think, and you are afraid to learn something new. You are afraid to go down that rabbit hole and learn the truth. Get off my channel, please. Goodbye. You're not bothering me, nor are you insulting me, or nor are you getting me in my feelings. I'm protected by God, the Most High Divine. Thank you very much. I'm not worried about what you say or how you feel. That's your opinion. Confirmation with the sirens. Your opinion in my life or how you feel about this is irrelevant. How about you go re-educate yourself before you come on somebody's channel and try to what you're trying to do? You're trying to indirectly cast somebody to hell in a polite way by saying you gave the God a word. Go about your business, sweetheart. Anyway, collective, like I said, peeping Tom in the work community. This is my work community. Peeping Tom over here. They're going to have an undesired outcome coming in my energy. You're going to have an undesired outcome coming in my energy. Karma's a bitch, sweetheart. God don't like ugly, and you are showing your ugly self on my channel. You thought I was going to flip and curse you out? You're not educating me on anything. You need to re-educate yourself when it comes to this divination. Because if you want to sit there and talk about Jesus, right? And that's not even his name. So first of all, you're not even, so you're saying Jesus, but that's not even the Most High Divine. That's not the Savior. That's not Christ consciousness. That's not the Christ. So who's Jesus? Because who's Jesus? That's not his name, first of all. That's one. Two, if you want to go based on the Bible, if you want to go based on Bible, and I'm not a Bible reader, but I just know certain things off of certain things. If you really think about it, Jesus, if you want to call him Jesus, and you're going off the Bible, right? Since you want to preach the Bible, Jesus was a prophet. And there go the sirens. Jesus was a prophet. He got messages from the divine. He performed miracles. He was into many different, as we call them, religions. He was never based on one. It was always one of many. He studied them all. He practiced them all. So if you're going to come to me on my channel and preach Jesus, make sure you know what you're talking about. Because Jesus was the first prophet, the first divinationer to walk among us, if you want to go based on Jesus Christ. So come correct or don't come at all, and make sure that you know what the fuck you talking about if you're going to preach the Bible to me. Because you do not know what you're talking about. And my sirens right there behind me as far as confirmation. Stop playing games and stop trying to use the Lord's name in vain. Stop trying to use the Lord's name to prove a point when you have no point to prove. Look at all the alarms going off. Because you, sir, ma'am, are incorrect. So do not come on somebody's channel because you are uneducated and ignorant to that Bible you holding. So go ahead with yourself. Materialistic. These people are materialistic, collective. They're doing this all in the work community, in the shadows, trying to commit crimes. Evidence is found, and they're not getting the outcome that they want. It was a bad investment trying to set me up for money, trying to spread lies, pride and prejudice. You, sir, something, you are the energy that's right here. You are this pride and prejudice, negative assumptions. You are very negative energy. Go ahead with yourself. These people were doing this for money, and it was a bad investment. That's why they're getting karma, because God don't like ugly. Yeah, upstairs neighbors, oh, baby. So a karmic couple, an ex-friend, and the upstairs neighbors in the shadows trying to set me up for money. Honestly, I wasn't even fucking expecting them to come out on this table. I thought they were gonna come out earlier when I was plucking earlier, but I'm not even paying no mind to them, honestly. I be telling them though, whatever you gonna do is a bad investment. And they still be doing it. So materialistic upstairs neighbors, let's see where this is landing. In the shadows, made a bad investment trying to set me up. They too busy running lies to see their own downfall. Their mind is blown. They're gonna get raided. I had a download. I'm gonna just tell you this. After this, you could just stop talking, but you could keep on. Commenting, because all you're gonna do is monetize my channel. But I'm just gonna tell you this. I'm ignoring you from now on. You're irrelevant, just like my upstairs neighbors and everybody else is. So you talking to yourself at this point. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So they getting mad. They mad. They scared. They going crazy. They going berserker. Their magic is rendered powerless. They unprotected. They was doing binding rituals on me, and they in this trap house. They learning karmic lessons. They were out here. Ooh, look, no mercy. A bunch of cards came out. No mercy. The upstairs neighbors, ex-friend, and this karmic couple about to have no mercy. They intimidated by my supernaturalness. This is why motherfuckers is irrelevant, because they intimidated by my gifts. That's what it is. They intimidated by my gifts because they don't have the gift that I have. Yeah, the cat got somebody by the tongue and by their balls. Yep, because a crime's committed, evidence was found, their mind is blown, their electronics is tapped. A dark worker is getting an undesired outcome. Cat got somebody by the balls and the tongue, a dark worker. Yeah, they tried to water me down, but it only rejuvenated and revitalized my garden. So they were out here trying to water me down, but it only revitalized me. Okay. Hold on 1 second, collective. I want to read something, right? Since we got a preacher of God on my heel. I'm going to read Psalms 20, right? Because these people of church sit there and these Bible, I'm not going to call them Bible thumpers, but that's what I feel like calling them, but we're not going to do that. But these people of church, these preachers of the Bible sit there and they don't even read the Bible correctly. So I'm going to read Psalms 20. Is the assurance of God's saving work. May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble. May the name of God of Jacob defend you. May he send you help from the sanctuary and strengthen you out of Zion. May he remember all your offerings and accepted your burnt sacrifice. May he grant you according to your heart's desire and fulfill all your purpose. We will rejoice in your salvation, and in the name of our God, we will set up our banners. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed. He will answer him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots. And some in horses. But we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They have bowed down and fallen, but we have risen and stand upright. Save, Lord, may the King answer us when we call. So, 3 main words in there that literally say you are sitting here trying to discredit divination and all this, but yet it's the same thing as you going to church and a preacher preaching the word of God. In this psalm, it literally says, may he remember all your offerings. So you in church are giving offerings, right? Who you giving offerings to? To God, right? You giving offerings. All right. It says, and accept your burnt sacrifices, which are you burning candles in a church, praying for a blessing for yourself or for others. May the Lord fulfill all your petitions. It don't say prayers. It says petitions. Collective. Oh. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. So you go to church, you get on your knees and you pray. You go and you light that candle. You go and you put a petition for a blessing for yourself or for somebody else or for whatever you're praying for. You out here giving offerings, which is in church money, to the donation plate that they go and they pass around because they're begging for money. You see, God don't need no church. Your mind, your body, your soul is your temple. You don't need to walk into a building and praise God. Your home, the roof over your head is your church. You could pray, petition, and offer God whatever the fuck you want in your house. Don't come on my channel preaching Jesus, preaching the Bible, yet you don't even know the Bible. The Bible is not a storybook that you read and you say this happened to that person and that no, it's a code book. Like the Da Vinci Code is a book of codes. And you're supposed to decipher what the book is telling you. Bible, basic is for leaving earth. And it did not say that you're supposed to get on my channel and be casting judgment on me because you are ignorant to actually what the word of the Bible actually means. Mind you, and they have taken so much shit out the Bible that there are more lies than truth in the Bible. So the nerve of you to sit there and preach the Bible to me, or any book that was man-made and written, that anybody could just twist the words in that book print and publish, and bam, that's made as the truth. So don't come and preach to me about any book. Ooh, you book smart? Congratulations. But you're not spiritual smart. You're not divinely smart. You just book smart. You know words in a book that was read and that you read and you're regurgitating to me. But do you actually know what that book is telling you? No, you don't. So don't come bring your ignorant ass over here preaching any book. Because I got the Bible too. Sleepless nights and restless days. These people are having sleepless nights and restless days because they try to water me down and it only rejuvenated me and revitalized my garden. Yeah, they wanted my blood to be free. This is somebody that related to me by marriage, so they married into my family. This is not the first time this message came out. So somebody tried to marry in my family. Maybe an ex-friend of mine tried to marry in my family because they wanted my blood to be free. So they thought that if they married into my family, that they would be a part of my blood. No, bitch, you just related to me by marriage. You're not actually blood, hoe. Upstairs neighbors is hovering because they came out on my table, so they feeling away. Because you doing shit in the shadows and you think that you're not going to get caught. Confirmation with the fucking sirens. 222 on the timer on my clock. I'm like, I know I heard the siren. Yep, there we go. Make sure I'm not bugging. God is going to have no mercy on these people. They unprotected from doing these binding rituals on me. To trying to bind to me, to connect to my blood to be free. You cannot free yourself through me. I keep trying to tell you that, but you're not listening. I'm the one that's going to get freedom because it's for me. You cannot piggyback, jump on the train, and think that you're going to be freed. It don't work that way. You think you're going to jump on the bandwagon? I'm getting my freedom. You're going to get your freedom too? Hell no, bitch. The moment that you think you cross it, stop. You're going to be stopped by an invisible gate that you don't see there. It looks like you could pass by. It looks open for you to get through. But as soon as I pass by and you think you're going to cross right behind me, you're going to get stopped. There's a ward, there's a shield, there's a force field, bitch. You're not going to get freed off of me. You're sadly mistaken. You did the crime, you pay the time. You out here doing fucked up shit and bad things to people? Well, what do you think is going to happen to you? I don't understand. What's so hard to wrap your mind around that? You want to be a bad person? Go ahead, continue to be a bad person. You're going to get the worst outcome of your life. And it's your fault. Nobody else's fault but you. Your actions, your outcome. Now, there's a difference if somebody got a gun to your head and saying you better do this shit. That's a difference. If your life is being threatened, then you should be turning that person in. You should be trying to find all ways and shapes and forms of how to set yourself free on your own from someone that's manipulating and controlling your life. Because a bitch like me cannot set you free. I'm here to set myself free so I can help other people get set free that want to be actually set free, that's going to actually do the work, put in the time, put in the effort, put in the dedication, put in the blood and the sweat and the tears the right way. I'm sorry. I put in a lot of work to get to where I am at. You're not going to think that you're going to bind to me, take my karma and take my energy and take my blessings and then swap it out for your... That's not... No, I'm sorry. You're tripping. You've been doing this for a long time. It says something long overdue. So you've been doing this for a minute. And you didn't have no remorse doing this to me neither. You didn't feel bad. You didn't feel bad for what you did to me. Now you scared? You did not feel bad for doing what the fuck you did to me. 46, 10, 10, new beginnings. You felt no way about hurting or harming me. And now you're scared? You scared. This karmic couple, this ex-friend and the upstairs neighbors, y'all want to be scared now? You wasn't scared when you were sending that shit to me, right? You wasn't scared trying to hurt my life, right? You wasn't scared trying to unalive me, following me, stalking me, harassing me, tormenting me, and torturing me. You weren't scared. You were having fun doing it, right? But now that you're not getting the outcome that you fucking want, you're scared? Be fucking scared. You should be. Because God is nothing to fucking play with. You thought God was a joke. That's what the fuck you thought. You want to be in this devil shit, do this devil shit and believe in the devil? That's fine. But the devil is not more powerful than God because God created the devil, bitch. God created that energy. Them energies that you calling on, God created them, stupid. Death magic. They're unable to heal because of this death magic they were doing on me. What the fuck you think is going to happen? Death knocking at your door. They're about to meet the coroner. They're learning karmic lessons. These racists, they were running too many lies to see their downfall. They're unable to heal. They're going crazy, insane, berserker because they broke all type of laws. They intimidated my supernaturalness out here trying to do death magic. Confession. There's about to be some confession. Cat got somebody by the tongue and the balls. Their electronics tapped. Crimes committed. Evidence found. Mind blown. They have no remorse. Something is long overdue. Somebody's about to confess. At this point, honestly, they don't have no choice. That's the only option they got. Is to confess. To turn themselves in. If they were being blackmailed, if they were being paid, if somebody paid them to do that, they need to confess. It's not going to stop you from getting karma. It might stop this death magic. Past events happened in the past. This is something that they did in the past. They need to confess of whatever they did in the past. This dark worker. Confession. Past events happened in the past. They need to confess. Because whatever they did was a bad investment. They're getting an undesired outcome. So they have no other option. They're not going to get the outcome that they want. They're unprotected and their magic is rendered powerless. No mercy. They being watched. Their electronics is tapped. May, we got another month, another date coming on here. March, May, June, August. A cocky energy. They were in a cocky energy doing these binding rituals. They were real cocky, thinking something was gonna work out. I don't know why it feels like 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's only 2:30. It's early today. My sleep is all fucked up. They put you in the dirt, but God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. So they watered me down and they put me in the dirt. So they buried me in the ground. They did some graveyard magic. They unprotected from this binding ritual that they did. Death magic. Past homework community. Sleeping with the higher ups. No mercy. So this could be an ex-friend from my past home or work community. I didn't have upstairs neighbors in the past. So upstairs neighbors is current upstairs neighbors. A cocky energy from my past put me in the dirt. Because of fear of risk. They going crazy. So they put me in the dirt. They did death magic on me. Because they intimidated by my supernaturalists. Broke all types of laws. And they were sleeping with the higher ups as well. They stubborn. There needs to be a confession, but they stubborn because of fear of change, fear of risk. They part of a coven. They all about to meet the coroner. This coven is about to meet the coroner. There's this coven. People in this coven is about to pass away. So this person is a part of a coven. The upstairs neighbors, ex-friend, a karmic couple with and this ex-friend from my past work community, home community. A karmic couple in the work community. Probably as well. Somebody from my past home and work community was sleeping with the higher ups. Their power is rendered powerless. They're rendered powerless. They wanted my blood to be free. They were trying to set me up. They had a lot of pride and prejudice. Yeah, related to me by marriage. Somebody from my past is related to me by a marriage. An ex-friend. Somebody trying to tap into my crown. Good. You're not going to have any luck with that. You're trying to tap into my crown chakra to do what? To scatter the message? The message is already on the table. What are you doing? The message is already out on the table. Now, at the ending of this reading, you want to scramble. You're trying to do a crown chakra attack when the message is already out here? 54:45, something's being mirrored back. What is going on with you? You already exposed. This ex-friend from my past that married somebody in my family to be related to me by blood, the upstairs neighbor, and a karmic couple. And y'all part of a coven. What you trying to scramble? The message is already out there. That you were doing binding rituals, death magic. Trying to set me up. And now y'all scared. You going crazy. You not getting the outcome that you want. You being watched. You did this for money. You can't sleep. You intimidated by me and my gifts. You got no power. And you unprotected and you a bunch of drunks. What happened? And you about to get raided. They about to kick in your door waving the 4-4. Yeah. They're about to kick in your door. You trapped in the trap house. Learning karmic lessons. You're sitting ducks. You're sitting ducks, especially my upstairs neighbor. They still upstairs. Still trying to do spell work. Still thinking they're gonna get away with it. And all they doing is sitting there. So that sitting there, when they get raided, they know where to come. They're gonna be upstairs. And no Ring camera doorbell is gonna stop the police from kicking the door. Ooh, you're gonna know they're coming. You're gonna know they're coming, but you can't run nowhere. Because you're in the house. You can't run, you can't hide. You're gonna hide in the closet. They're gonna find you. You're gonna hide under the bed. You're gonna hide in the refrigerator. You're gonna hide in the cabinet. Where you gonna run? You're gonna be watching them on your phone in your house, kicking your door. You can't run out the fire escape because they probably gonna be in the back waiting for you, on the roof waiting for you. So where you running to? So you literally sitting there, still fucking with me, still doing spell work, still trying to set me up, still trying to follow me, still trying to run lies, still, and all you are is a sitting duck. If I was a criminal and I knew I was exposed, I would try to run. I would move. If I was in my upstairs neighbor's situation, I would leave. Dead ass. Because they obviously don't believe they're being watched, right? So if they don't believe they're being watched, better safe than sorry. To protect my ass, right? And be safer, just in case, I would move. I would bounce. Like, yeah, let me just go. I did a lot, right? If I was my upstairs neighbors doing what they was doing, and I got documentation and all the documentation they got on them of the harassment and all that, fuck the spell work. I don't have to take you to court for spell work. I could take them to court for straight harassment. I don't need to say nothing about black magic at all. It's what they don't understand. I would go. I would leave. Because I could sue them and they don't have money to pay me. And since they don't have money to pay me, they're going to go to jail. When a person don't have money to pay somebody, their payment is they serve time and they got to go to prison. So if you don't have money to pay me, from this court shit that I'm going to take him to, if it's not being done, if this is something that's not happening already in the background that I don't know about, that's what's going on in the readings, then it's going to be me taking him to court with all the information that I have, and he's going to lose. This is why I allowed it to happen for so long. so I can accumulate enough evidence against them that there is no way that they are going to win. And that I have. I have that. I have witnesses. And all I need is one. I don't need a group saying the same thing. All I need is one person to be a witness to the years of what I've been saying. They don't understand that though. It got real quiet up in this bitch now. Yeah. Collective, I knew somebody was in my energy because I felt it. And it was a karmic couple, ex-friend, and the upstairs neighbors. Upstairs neighbors are always in my energy. They just don't know how to get out of my energy. But the evidence I got is upstairs neighbors. I don't got evidence on anybody else. I got evidence on upstairs neighbors, next door neighbors. That's the evidence I got. And the only one still fucking with me that are still doing it out in the open are the upstairs neighbors. And if he continue to fucking pluck his cigarette on my windowsill, there's going to be a problem because then I'm going to take that shit and I'm going to fucking do something with it the next time. I'm not going to take it off my windowsill and throw it in the garbage. I'm going to take it since it has his fucking DNA on that shit. The next time he puts a motherfucking cigarette butt on my windowsill, I'm going to take it and do something with it. I'm going to let him know that I'm going to do something with it. Since you want to leave your DNA, I'm going to do something with your DNA the next time you leave it. So don't catch me finding your fucking cigarette butt on my windowsill because you purposely trying to drop it on my windowsill. Trying to dirty my windowsill with your toxic bullshit. Let me find a fucking cigarette butt again on my windowsill and I'm going to use it against you. Since you providing me with the ammunition and the ammo to use against you. You're stupid. I don't have no DNA of yours, but you're giving it to me. On purpose. You're the most stupidest person I know. The most stupidest spiritual person I know. You out here doing spell work on me and you're going to give me your DNA on purpose. Thank you. Do it again. I should have thought about this earlier, but I can't do it with a wet cigarette. So, let me find another cigarette butt on a dry day. These people are stupid. Like I said, they give you the ammo and the ammunition to use against them. You're the most stupidest group of people that I've ever came across in my fucking life. And I've met some stupid people. But y'all, the top of the top. Y'all the cherry on top of stupid. Stubborn. Y'all beyond stubborn. So that's the energy I was feeling. Y'all was out here doing some death magic on me. I knew I felt something. I wasn't too sure what I was feeling. But anyway, collector, that's the end of this. I've been here an hour tapping into this. They broke all types of laws, and now they're learning karmic lessons. God is about to have no fucking mercy on this karmic couple, this ex-friend, and the upstairs neighbors. Those are the energies that came out on this table, and I've been here an hour. Nobody else came out. So, yep, that is it. That is all. Thank you for listening as I expose these karmic-ass bitches in my energy. Especially the trolls online with this damn thing. These people. Collective, peace out, man. I'll see y'all later.